you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly, yeah, streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Ow!
And buenos dias.
Hello. How are we?
I am fantastic. We're getting on in just a few minutes. But I'm excited about the Big Browns victory yesterday. I was really close on the score. I want to get into that a little bit. Big Browns win. Right.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Great game. Browns pulling it out in the end there. But first, we want to thank everybody for Friday. Friday was
Yes.
fantastic, man.
It was so
I had a
fun.
good time. Jim Florentine, Don Jameson, Joe Howard, all there, comedians. And then, of course, all the guys that were hanging out with us.
Yes.
Listen to the show.
Thank you to Marcus for flying in from, Houston. to see us.
Joe and Bill and everybody was just, it was a great time. My friend,
It really was a great event. We definitely had a really fun time. I had a fun time. I was very tired at the end of it, but other than that, I thought it was just a great time. I thought everybody had a great time, and other than power just killing in the middle of the thing, it was a perfect event.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. One of the guys that I was the first intern for on the Danny Darling Corey show on MMS,
Right.
20 some years ago, was there. Corey, he showed up for a little while and hung out, and actually he was just getting food, but he said hi, and it was kind of cool. And yeah, it was fun. It was a good time.
Yeah, it
The
was.
studios are great. Billy Morris audio-based studios are fantastic,
Mm-hmm.
except the lack of air conditioning, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, that'll get fixed. This was the first thing that they've done there of any kind of note.
Yeah, and the background studio where the board is and everything is fantastic. All the equipment is top notch. I mean, it was really cool.
Yeah.
And the plans he has for the rest of the building is also really cool. But I mean, it's a great place. They put a lot of work into it. Leah put a hell of a lot of work into it, Billy's wife, and I think her actually being there made the event a lot more fun.
Yeah, just because we were all staring at her.
Right. I mean, so
Bunch of
and she's
ugly
so
guys
nice.
and one hot woman there.
Yeah, and she was so sweet though. She was putting
she's
out
the best.
food for everybody, and it was cool.
She
It
is the
was
best.
definitely, Yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun. So was Billy. Billy's a good dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's totally fun, and I know that the guys had a good time. I've chatted with Jim a couple of times since then, and he said that they had a really good time, and that it was really fun. And they said before during the event, I was talking to Jameson a little bit, or after the event, and I was talking to him, and he said that they get invited to do this stuff every once in a while, and then they come into the studio, and it's like a laptop with 2 USB microphones on it.
Right.
And this was like the real deal, so they were very, very impressed and happy, and they did a good job. It was fun.
Except sitting between us. They could not have been that happy sitting between us.
Yeah, that was a lot of meat on that sandwich, to say.
A lot of meat.
Dude, my favorite part about it, and I've watched it back like 10 times now, was when I was handing them the pictures and the descriptions of Billy's food.
Yeah.
And they were Florentine even told me after, he's like, what am I going to do? Bust this guy's balls right to his face? I was like, yes, that's what we did it for.
You spent half the time busting my balls about Superman right to my face.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. He didn't want to bust Billy's chops. I was like, dude, come on. ZZ Tips? Come on.
Yeah. But it was a blast. We got to do some more of these kind of things.
We do. Well, I can tell you, and you can figure out pretty easily, I have had a talk with another of my famous comedian friends about doing the same thing.
Really? Good.
In December.
That'd be awesome. Well, I love him. So
yeah, so we will be doing more of these, and you and I talked Saturday or whatever, and we're gonna make the moves we need to make to get a couple of bands in too, so we can talk music and stuff as well. So
yeah, we got to do it. We're gonna try to get out there at least maybe once a month at least, and try to have a good time and get the people out and just have a good time.
Yeah, be a lot of fun. So, but good stuff.
Marcus.
Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Leah. Thank you to and everybody that worked there too. Everybody that worked there too, because they couldn't have been more cool to us too. The one guy, Gavin, he was very cool, and I didn't catch
bald guy.
Yeah, and I didn't catch the other guy's name, the younger kid that came in later, but he was really low key and cool too. Everybody was cool. It was just a good day.
Marcus said, greetings back in Houston after a great weekend in Cleveland.
That's cool.
And of course, Habu says, don't hear too many people say that about Cleveland.
Well, he's not wrong.
Yeah, but I did see, Marcus actually went to the Rock Hall and did all kind of cool stuff while he was here. So that's good for him.
Well, you should. He traveled 1,200 miles. He should see everything there is to see.
And John says, oh, man, if it's who I think it is, I'll try to make that one.
It is, John.
Well, you were a loser and didn't come to this one, so maybe we won't invite you to that one.
Yeah, that's right. You might not be invited, bitch.
Don't count your chickens there, buddy.
Stay home with your lovely grandchild.
Yeah, watch some more Browns. You're winning Browns.
Oof, boy, that was tough.
So let me before we get into the Browns and everything else, are we done saying thank you? Thank you again.
Yeah,
everybody.
that's
Seriously,
fine. Thank you to everybody. That's all we want to do.
Joe's a weird dude, but I like that guy. He makes me laugh, man. He really does. I like Joe Howard.
He's great.
But so leading from that,
yes,
we were going to go to the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad that, everybody else got to go. I think Marcus went, and I think Joe went. I think, I don't know if Bill went or not, but I know there were some of the guys that were at the event went to the actual comedy show afterwards at the Winchester.
Sure.
And I was going to go with my wife, and our plan was we were going to, because she works in Lakewood area, Cleveland, Lakewood area.
Mm-hmm.
And we were going to meet at the Winchester after the show and just go out, maybe grab something to eat, and then go see the actual show.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we decided that she has to work the next day, and she was really tired. And then, her mom was moving over the weekend, and then we just decided we're going to just work tonight. We had my other job to go do, and we're like, let's just go.
Okay.
And so we were going to go just meet at home, and so we did. We just met her home. And we got there pretty much around the same time. And opened up the garage door to walk in, and both are smelling something.
Right.
Something just smelled bad. And I was like, well, what the hell is that? And whatever, I just went in. I thought it was a garbage in the garage, the garbage can. And I walk in, sit down, and within like 3 minutes, dude, I have a headache like you can't believe.
Oof.
Like crazy headache.
Right.
And my wife is freaking out. She's like, do you smell that? Do you smell it? She's like, it smells like gas. And I'm like, fuck, is there like a gas leak underneath the
leak
house
or
or something?
Sure.
I have to call somebody, and then she walks over to the stove, and there's a burner that's on. And so we're like, well, what the fuck, dude? How did that happen? And it was just leaking gas, and God only knows how long it was leaking gas because it was really, really strong.
Right, it's probably for a while.
When I pet my dog, like her head, like on her head, she was like crying, dude.
Right.
And so I have no idea how long this gas was on. So we shut it down, like shut the stove, the burner that was on. We turned it off, and then we aired out the house as best as we could, opened windows and doors and everything we could.
Let me backtrack you just for 1 second.
Yeah.
Just to remind people, it ain't like you guys cook.
No. Well, that's the weird part. Is that like I'm not joking when I say this. So I mean, please, it sounds funny or whatever, but it's the absolute God honest truth. We have not cooked in that house, and I'd say 3 months.
Okay.
At least, because I have the pots and pans that everybody makes fun of just sitting on the stove so they look nice. It's more decoration than anything because we're always out working. We literally work 7 days a week, and that's not an exaggeration either.
Sure.
At night doing DoorDash for extra money and stuff like that. And so we don't cook at all. We don't get home until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night.
Right.
And so I'm not cooking a meal that's going to take me 45 minutes or whatever.
Plus, you're in restaurants for the 3 hours beforehand. You just grab
Right.
something somewhere.
Yes. And so usually we're just grabbing stuff and taking it home. So we haven't cooked in at least 3 months. At least.
Mm-hmm.
And this burner was on. Not lit, just the gas leaking out of it.
Right.
And it had been turned.
Which is more dangerous than if it was lit.
Right.
Sure.
And so finally we get it kind of aired out with everything open. We said we're going to go grab something to eat. I'm not cooking in that place.
Right.
God only knows what's going to happen. So we went out, we get some food and stuff. We get home, open the garage door again, and it fucking smells like gas again. And I go in, and I don't know if it was done while we were gone or if it was just we didn't notice that there was another burner. And this one wasn't just turned like a little.
Mm-hmm.
This one was turned all the way on.
Right.
And so, it's a gas stove. So you have to push it in and then turn it.
Right.
To get it to go on.
Mm-hmm.
Because she kept saying, well, maybe you snagged it on your shirt or something like that when you were walking by. So I went over to the stove just to try, and I tried turning them, fairly forcefully, just without pushing in.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't budge, dude. They're like,
yeah,
they just sit there. And so something had to have happened where they were pushed in and turned. 2 different ones.
Right.
One that was turned maybe, I'd say, a quarter of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one half to 3/4 of the way. And Heather goes, well, maybe it was like one of the cats or something. I said, dude.
One of the cats? Come on.
There's pots and pans all over the stove. They couldn't even jump up there if they wanted to, much less then reach down and push in a burner or 2, no less, and turn them.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the hell happened, but
I
am
do.
thankful,
Someone broke into your house and tried to fucking kill you.
But I am thankful that we did not go to the show because God only knows what we would have come home to.
Yeah, you might have come home to
Dead
a blown
animals.
up house or something, or dead animals, or both, or you might have sparked it yourself when you got there. We might have been having a different conversation comparing wounds.
Pilot was out? I don't know what that means.
I don't think that's it. Someone turned that shit on.
The knobs were turned.
Someone turned that shit on. That's not. This isn't I bumped it. And the stoves are built like that to not be set up like that so that you
And
could
we don't
bump
have
shit.
kids running around here that are messing with burners. Evil spirit. Dude, I understand that you're trying to be funny, man, but I am being serious that we didn't have the front door locked. And, that's something that I guess is our fault, but I mean, honestly, we don't have any issues around here. Garage was closed. Everything was, doors were
Got it
shut.
locked now, though, right?
I got it locked all the time now.
Yeah, I was gonna say about time you get some weaponry too.
And well, I have to now. I have to. I ordered a Ring doorbell over the weekend, so I'm putting that up. And then I got.
Yeah, it's gun shopping time, man. It is gun shopping time. It's not dance around it.
It's scary because I honestly believe that somebody was in this fucking house.
That's why I'm saying you need a gun.
Heather's like, well, how could they get our address? Well, you know how simple it is? One,
That's not
if
hard.
you look at my Facebook page, it's pretty open, dude. It says Broadview Heights and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you just go to like a voter registry or something like that, I've looked up people that have given me shit before to see where they live. And you can look up on a voter registry, see where the addresses are that you've had.
Well, are you going out tonight? Are you going like door dashing tonight?
Yeah.
Why don't you swing this way and pick up a gun from me? At least until you buy one. And I'm being dead serious. I'm not even trying to be shocking or anything. I'm saying straight up, come get this one. Come get this one. I've got others. Just to take care of yourself, man. Look, I do not want to get a call from your kid telling me that your fucking house blew up.
But yeah, it's scary, man. And I'll tell you what, like, I haven't been sleeping well since it happened because, every little noise you hear,
Sure.
think somebody's coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the hell it was. I don't know who was in here, if anybody. But there had to be somebody in here. Those burners don't just turn on their own.
That's what I'm saying. Protect yourself.
Wait, it's Chiselka. Finally had enough. He's out to get you.
It's not Chiselka.
Maybe it's you, John. Can't put up with us making fun of you because we're right.
You weren't right about the Browns game. You couldn't have been more wrong about the Browns game.
I think that you just misheard me because I don't see any proof or evidence that I said anything about the Browns winning anything.
Oh, do you want me to pull it up real quick?
I don't want you to do that. But I mean, I know people like to joke, but it's kind of scary when you're sitting around here.
Dude, I'm not even joking a little bit when I'm saying come over here and get a gun.
Well, I might have to do that because it is frightening.
And get yourself in the spirit of things that if you do hear somebody in your house that you're going to fucking put a blood spot right in the middle of their fucking forehead.
Because I just, a spark could have lit this house up in flames, dude.
Sure.
Seth is going to end up in jail.
No, you're not. For what? Don't take it outside and shoot them, but if they're in your house, you fucking take them down.
I did say I bought a Ring camera. I just said that. I ordered a Ring camera yesterday, or 2 days ago, right after this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I came in the mail yesterday, and I opened up the box. There's no fucking screws in it to put it on.
Nice. That's
only
good.
me, dude. Or there's a fucking Ring camera. There's no screws. There's a mouse, like the bracket to stick it on the fucking door, but there's no fucking screws to put into it.
I'm sure there's some special screws that cost extra from Amazon or whatever.
Well, that's what I had to order those now. So I ordered those, and they're sitting outside, I think.
Dicks. Well, you gotta get yourself safe, dude. That's all I'll say. You gotta get yourself safe, whatever that means.
But this is the first time I'm happy that my daughter wasn't here.
Sure.
Because she would have been upstairs, had no clue what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
And God only knows what would happen.
Right.
I didn't have to break a window or anything that I saw. I didn't see anything missing, so it wasn't like they were trying to rob me.
Right.
Whoever was here was just trying to do damage.
Yeah, or they're tired of your Facebook arguing or some shit. And
whatever it is, it could be.
Could very well be.
I mean, all day Friday I was called a racist because of a joke I made on. So you never know. You just don't.
Yeah, you don't know
who gets mad.
We see all the nonsensical lunatics that are on there right now. Everybody's all stirred up. This doesn't, I hate to say it, but this doesn't really even shock me that much. Because the world is stirred up right now.
I mean, we watched that video, seconds after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Of Charlie Kirk getting his neck shot off. Blood spewing everywhere.
Sure.
And it was one of the most horrific videos you could possibly have.
Yeah, it's brutal.
And then since then, I've seen some of the most demonic, evil people out there posting on Facebook, on Twitter, and X, or whatever it is, Instagram, everything. And it's scary. It's scary to think that those people actually exist.
Sure.
I got to fight with, not even a fight, but I just defriended him because I didn't want to argue with him.
Mm-hmm.
This idiot, John Bellina or whatever, that I was friends with on Facebook. And, I don't know, he was friends with people that I used to work with. But I don't even know how I know him, to be honest with you. He's got his stupid Guardians, crap. And I said, dude, this is the left. This is the left that we're dealing with now. And there's just no other way to say it. I mean, it is. That's the way it is. Is it all of them? No. But I don't see, the people out there after Charlie Kirk got shot, rioting, breaking into Nike stores, overturning cars, burning down buildings, burning down police stations.
Yeah.
We're wired differently. We're
True.
two different groups of people, and it has to end. And I don't know how it ends. I mean, it's good versus evil at this point. If you see these fucks that are online and they're saying the shit that they're saying, I saw one bitch last night. She goes, "What difference does it make? His wife is good looking. She'll be able to find another husband, and our kids will have another father. So what?" And it was a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's what you're used to.
Yeah.
But there was a family man that was killed. And
See,
some of the comments are horrific, and it just...
I think there's...
It's scary.
I'm going to stop you right there just for a second, and then I'll jump out the way again. I'm seeing that part of it emphasized too much, in my opinion. The family man, wife, kids, blah, blah, blah. It was a guy that got killed for no fucking reason other than saying what he thought. That's it. All the other stuff is just dressing to this. It's a guy. It's not like he physically did anything to anybody. It's not like he entrapped anybody. It's not like he did anything. Literally, he was the only guy on the right side of the aisle that would sit there and let people spew their opinion and try to debate them. He's the only guy.
Well, that's
and it got him
just
killed.
It. He wasn't anybody like anybody in politics. He wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Seth, you have a dog, right?
It's not the
Could
dog.
the dog play with the stove? No.
You
The dog
have to
didn't climb on
push
the
in
stove.
and hold the
You have
knob to
push in and
turn
hold it. But anyways, Charlie Kirk, dude, you have to. The family man thing, I think, comes into it for a reason because he had faith. He had faith in God. He believed in the traditional family of a man and a woman and having kids and treating them right. And that does play into it because he wasn't your typical politician. He wasn't
he
even
wasn't.
fucking Donald Trump.
No, he wasn't.
Donald Trump was a scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a scumbag who I like his policies, and I like him in charge because he's a real man for once who gets shit done.
Yeah,
So-
see, I just don't like giving the other side an out. And that is my biggest problem, is if we go and say, well, this is horrible because he was a family man and his kids were on stage and all that stuff, which is all horrible. I'm not trying to say that any of that's not horrible. What I'm saying, though, is you're leaving a justification for the next guy that isn't. There's no justification for this on any level. None.
But further, other than just being, a family man, he was a political figure unlike any other. Because he would have rallies at college campuses because he was talking to children.
Mm-hmm.
College kids are still children. And he was talking to them like regular people.
Sure.
And he had rallies, and they came out to see him. And then what did he do? He invited the ones that didn't agree with him to come up on stage first.
Mm-hmm.
Come up to the mic And he knew that he was going to take shit. He knew that he was going to get made fun of. He was going to get yelled at. He was going to be told he was stupid, a racist, a homophobe, a transphobe, everything else.
Right.
And he knew that. And yet he stood there or sat there and took it and debated with these kids.
Mm-hmm. And got killed for it.
Never wanted to hurt anybody. He never used violence. Shit, I watched a video yesterday of him sitting there at one of these rallies, and he was wearing a hat. Might have been a nice hat or something. And one of the idiot kids went up and grabbed it off his head while he's sitting there.
Mm-hmm. And
his security team went after him to try to grab her. And he's like, no, don't touch her. He's like, no, it's not a big deal.
Right.
She took the hat, threw it in fucking garbage. He didn't do a damn thing. Didn't even want her to come back. Didn't want anything to do with her. He didn't want his security to touch her. Didn't want his hat back. Just take it. Go.
Mm-hmm.
And he went on to the next question.
Sure.
He was a tolerant guy who took shit and debated people because he cared and had an opinion.
Yeah.
And then he was shot in the friggin' neck.
Yep. Yeah,
by
it's
what?
brutal.
By a fucking idiot, 22, 23 years old, whatever, who was living with his boyfriend who is transitioning into a girl, whatever it was. According to everything that I've read, he talked about killing him online. And this lover that he had, whatever it was, she, it, fucking idiot, didn't like conservatives, didn't like Charlie Kirk. And this idiot did what he did. Fuck him. Take him out back right now and shoot him in the back of the... No, shoot him in the neck and watch him bleed. Put it on camera for everybody to see. That's the way I wish our country worked.
Yeah.
Put it on NBC, ABC, Fox. Put it everywhere. Take him out back while the cameras are rolling. Shoot him in the neck and watch him bleed out on the floor.
Yeah, well, I don't...
Fucking he, she, it, trans, whatever it is, was part of this. Take that thing out back and do the same thing to it.
Yeah. See, it's funny because I don't
please everybody.
I know you're waiting for me to come in charging about not agreeing. I agree with all of this. Every bit of it.
I am tired of this movement, whatever you want to call it, of trans-itism. And having to feel bad for them or having to, accept their behavior because I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't accept it. And you can't force me to accept it.
No.
I'm not a phobe. I'm not afraid of anybody. No. But we don't have to sit there and take this crap. It's a mental disorder, and it's showing on a regular basis that it's a mental problem.
Well, we don't have solutions to mental problems anymore. We don't have places to send people. All we do is fill them with drugs. And who controls the government more than Big Pharma? That's why nothing gets done. They don't, and if you think about it, they don't control the NRA, the gun lobby, which is why they come after the gun lobby. If the gun lobby was more controllable, then they wouldn't say shit about the guns either. But they do control the Big Pharma lobby, and the Big Pharma pays the most money. And therefore you get what you get, which is every time one of these, dude, even this thing. Notice we haven't heard anything about the scripts that this fucking asshole was on. I guarantee you he is.
Right.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Guaranteed he is, and we're not hearing about it. Why? Because Big Pharma is big power. And we certainly know everything that there is to know about his fresh from the JFK years rifle that he allegedly used.
Yeah. I don't feel bad for these people anymore. And then that moves on to what, we were talking about over the weekend, kind of texting back and forth or whatever.
Sure.
I don't feel bad for these idiots online.
As far as what, losing their jobs?
You deserve.
As far as losing their jobs?
If you're going to go online, you're going to be a scumbag, and you get fired, ain't my problem. The only thing I feel bad about after this weekend and then this coming week, because more is going to happen,
sure,
is that I feel bad for Donald Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Because unemployment numbers are going to go up, and it's going to be on him. And I don't give a fuck. These losers want to go out there and they want to say all this shit. You get what you deserve.
My problem with the whole thing is who dictates what's right and wrong, as far as being said. We weren't wrong during COVID, but we were certainly shown the door if we didn't get the pinch.
Okay. I mean, you do realize that, like Ohio, for instance, is They can fire you for whatever they want. They don't like your shoes.
Sure, I
can
get
fire
it.
you.
Right to work state. I get it.
They can't fire you for being black. They can't fire you for being fat. They can't fire you for being disabled. But they can fire you for whatever else they want to fire you.
I'm not saying that they're not allowed to. I'm saying it's just not a good practice. It's not to me, and I'll argue this all day long if you want to, man. I'll never ever. When COVID was going on, I had to have a chat with both my senator in Pittsburgh or in Pennsylvania and the state police. And I had to ask the state police if they were going to arrest me because I was not going to follow, and I did not follow the policy. I did not follow it. I didn't enforce social distancing. I didn't have my guys running around behind people scrubbing shit. I didn't stay closed. We were in the red zone, but I opened our place up, and I had some real threat. I mean, we had to get rid of our social media page because we had death threats.
Look,
so I get it. Do you think I didn't want to shoot those motherfuckers right in their fucking eye? Of course I did. But I can't.
Okay, but in my opinion, there's a difference between a battle for medical freedom when the government and Biden are sitting there and the government is telling you that you're going to take a shot or you're going to stay 6 feet apart or you're going to do this, you're going to do that, when it was false information that was being given.
But you only know that now. But we did not know it was false information then. We thought it was.
Chris, when you're fighting for medical freedom, that's different than pointing out that somebody is a bad representative for your company. I mean, yes.
I don't disagree.
When you're fighting for medical freedom, your body, your choice, and you don't want to take a shot or you want to stay open because, again, it's a cold, it's a flu, whatever it is, and the government's trying to tell you what to do. And I don't want government control. Government's not controlling what's happening here.
No, they're not
controlling anything. The government was controlling your business. The government was telling you what to do.
They were.
Whether to take a shot or how many people to let in your
I
business
agree.
Or whatever. The government was doing that.
Yeah.
Not regular people. Regular people could do whatever the fuck they want to do because it's our country and the government works for us.
But there were definitely regular people
telling you what to do during COVID.
But there were definitely regular people that were emailing my quote unquote company under the guise of they thought they were reaching somebody other than me to get me fired.
Look, but I understand.
They tried to get me, dude.
No,
even
before,
to
get you fired through the fucking government, though. That's what they were doing.
Okay, well, then I'll use a different situation where it happened the same way. 10 years ago, or even a little more at this point, we tried to at Pinball PA have a ladies' night. We tried to do ladies' night on Wednesdays. I had the LGBTQIA 123 club fucking telling me that I couldn't do it. Flat out. They came to my location and told me I was not allowed to do it. And I told them to go pound salt. And they were like, well, we're going to cause problems and we're going to protest and blah, 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 blah. I was like, fuck you, do it. I don't care. I stood up to it, but my whole thing to this specific point, and then I'll shut up and let you go. We all, me, you, anybody that got fucking hassled, fired, took the shot because it was either take the shot or lose your job, any of those people, we all said universally and, together that cancel culture was bad. It was awful. People shouldn't be fired for their thoughts. They shouldn't be fired for their beliefs, and they shouldn't be fired for standing up for their beliefs. I think these people that are online are disgusting fucking pieces of shit. Absolutely the worst of humanity in the world. I truly do think that. But going after their livelihood is not what I would do. I'm not going to take a wrong that I have acknowledged was a wrong and now say, well, and now it violates what I believe in, so therefore I'm for it now. I'm never going to be for that. I can't be. I cannot be for putting people solo or unemployed in the streets.
I don't think you're looking at this the right way. I mean,
okay, fine. Tell me where I'm wrong.
I mean, again, when you're talking about a tyrannical government trying to tell you how and tell the people how to live and how to run their lives, that's completely different than what's happening now. What's happening, and John is a fucking idiot, dude. Where I lost it. I disagree completely, Seth. You wouldn't be thinking that way if someone tried to get you fired off of France's show by the things you say. That's not fucking true at all. Why do you think I don't say some of the things I want to say? Why do you think I worry a lot every time that I do this show? Because I know that the consequences are out there, that if I say something dumb on this show, that it could go back to the people that run the Salem media, and I could get in trouble.
Right? Yeah.
And you know what? Bob France the other morning was going off about this whole thing with the left and killing Kirk, and he was saying it's time to rise up, it's time to fight back, and all this kind of stuff. And there was a guy that really was pissed, and it was calling our corporate, saying he's threatening violence against the left, which he wasn't. People hear what they want to hear, and then when of course they complained, and then something could happen. You know why? Because we take that risk every day, especially in this business, of getting somebody that's upset and the company doesn't like what you say and they can fire you. That's their right. It's not the government's right to control how you live. It's not the government's right to control your business. And nobody's controlling these businesses. If I go to a restaurant and I don't like the fucking service and I hate the woman that drops off my food, maybe she dropped it on me. And maybe she was like, fuck you on the way out because I didn't leave a big enough tip. I'm allowed to call and complain to that business, and they can fire if they want to fire her.
Sure.
I have that right to call and complain about a fucking business when somebody does something wrong.
That part I agree with. That part I do agree with.
And the guy behind the cash register is a fucking dick to me. I can call the manager at Home Depot and say, yeah, that guy at the cash register was a dick. He was rude. I didn't like the way he acted. And so, you know what? I'm complaining. And that's what's happening now.
No, that's not what's happening now. That's not what's happening.
Is.
No, it isn't.
How the fuck can you say it's not?
Because what's happening now is an organized effort to... What's happening now is an organized effort to take people out of their jobs. Not to show them up, not to show them that they're wrong, but to get them fired. There's literally a database out there. I think it's called help4charliekirk.com or something like that, that has a database set up of 50,000 names of people that have said shit. It's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt on ideas. Even if they're terrible ideas, Seth, they're still ideas.
Fuck that. Fuck them and fuck that.
All right.
Fuck that even thought. Dude, if you're representing a company and somebody doesn't like you, they can call and complain.
But are you really representing your company?
Wait a second. The business's job is then, if you post anything on fucking line, you are representing whoever works for you. Yes, you are.
I don't agree. I agree that's how it's seen. I don't agree with that stance.
If you post your fucking job online and part of your profile, you post where you work and what you do. That's what they're picking on. You can't pick on somebody who doesn't post it. So if you post where you work and what you do for a living, and that you're representing that company, you are absolutely, when you post where you are representing them. And if you say something online, I don't care what you're doing. They have a right to fucking fire you. Or you know what? They could say, I don't care. It doesn't matter that they said that Charlie Kirk's a dick and I'm happy he died. They could choose to say that. It's a company's choice. It's not the government's choice. The government isn't firing these people like in your theory of COVID. A company is allowed to fire you for whatever the fuck they want. And if you're online saying it's good that somebody died, I don't want you working for my company.
Well, I agree with that part.
And so they're allowed to do it. And I'm allowed to complain, again, if I see something I don't like. And look, this bitch at like Office Depot or whatever it was, somebody went in to get posters made for a Charlie Kirk vigil.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And she said, no, not going to do it. Propaganda. I'm told I wasn't allowed to do it. Bitch got fired. Why? She represents a company.
But she got fired for lying.
You represent a company and you say stupid shit. You can.
But she was at the company, Seth. She wasn't at home.
It doesn't matter.
She wasn't at home as Susie 633 on Facebook.
You have the right to free speech, which means you're not going to get arrested for giving your opinion.
I agree.
But you can, if you represent a company, get fucking fired for being an asshole.
You're missing my point. My point is, I can't in good faith do what they did that we said for 5 fucking years was wrong.
I've done it 20 times in the past 2 days. I hope they all get fired. Which is fine.
I'm not trying to tell you not to do it. I'm trying to tell you that if somebody came to my door right now and fucking was dancing while watching a video of Charlie Kirk getting his fucking neck blown out, I'm not calling their company. I'm not going to do it. I'll tell them to get the fuck out of my face. I might even point the gun at them. I might point the gun right square at their face and say, get the fuck off my property. But I'm not going to call their business because that's bad play.
Okay,
hold on. The bad play of it is who determines what you can't, what is and isn't the right thing that you can say.
Well, the business obviously does because the business is the one firing them.
So if your boss is a left-leaning lunatic, a total left-leaning lunatic, and they want you fired for saying, God bless Charlie Kirk and his family, they should be able to fire you. You're saying that's what they should be able to do.
They can fire you for whatever they want to fire you for.
Is that the world you want?
If I got a DUI tonight on my way out when I'm on my way home from getting dinner, and I get pulled over and I get a DUI, and somebody calls up my media company and says, "Hey, Seth got a DUI last night," they have every right in the world to fucking fire me. Every right.
Okay, but that's for an act. That's for an action.
This is an act too.
It's not. It's just speech.
What the fuck do you call it?
I call it speech. I call it expression. They didn't. As much as these people are cunts, they didn't shoot Charlie Kirk.
That, Chris.
They're not. They didn't do it.
You're fucking smarter to know that speech has actions.
Of course, it has action. I'm not saying that it doesn't have action.
DUI.
I'm saying
kicking somebody in the face.
You're missing. You're missing the point that who dictates what is good and bad speech worthy of being fired.
Okay. So again, I don't think I need to repeat the same fucking thing for the next 2 hours. If I find it offensive online and I say, you know what, how dare you? This guy has kids growing up without a fucking father, a wife growing up without a husband. And I say, this is fucking offensive. This girl just is dancing online talking about Charlie Kirk being dead and she's celebrating. And I say, you know what? Fuck that. I don't like that. I find that offensive. I'm calling this business. That business then has the right to look at that post and say, this person does not represent me and my company the way that I want them to. You're fired. The same as if I got a DUI. The same as if I went over to somebody's house tonight and kicked them in the face. And then they say, you know what? We don't really represent our company all that well. And if we're going out and kicking somebody in the face, you're fired. It's the same. You can do things. You can have free speech, but that has consequences. It's not canceling anybody.
So what is
I'm calling and saying this guy raped 12 women and we don't know that they actually did. The post is there.
So if an owner of a company is an atheist and says he buys this company and says anybody that is a Christian, you're fired. Because I don't believe in what you do, so get the fuck out. You're okay with that? You're okay with that just because you go to church on Sunday.
Look.
That's because they own the company and they don't agree with you. No, I can't do it.
You're wrong. I mean, you're
okay, then I'm wrong.
Business has a right to fucking fire whoever they want to fucking fire.
Dude, I own a business. Simple. I get it.
So if your employees aren't representing and your business the way that you want it to be represented, and somebody points that out to you, then you have the right to fucking fire them. Why
I do. You're right. You're right. I do.
Stupid of you not.
I'm not
fire
saying.
them?
Yes, it kind of would, because now I'm putting everybody else that works there in jeopardy. Yes. You are going to unemploy and unmoney lunatics. You're willing to put these fucking lunatics in a more desperate situation. What is the first thing they're going to do? Go back to the scene of the crime and shoot the fucking boss.
I'm not
shoot
worried
the
about
fucking
that. It's
owner.
not my problem.
Unless you're the boss. Unless you're the owner.
Again, the boss has their own business and they have the right to put out whatever they want to put out.
You're right.
They have the right to fire whoever they want to fire.
There's no chance I would ever do that. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not saying you can't believe that they should be fired. I don't. And I won't. I would never appropriate an act that I abhor. I would never appropriate that because it fits my narrative. And that's what we're doing here.
Don't listen to my fucking show today because you're irritating the shit out of me.
Who, me?
Fuck.
Me?
No, John Drake.
Oh.
You're being a hypocrite. You throw a fit if you left if the left got you fired for your words or statements. No. Again, it's my job to watch what I say if I want to keep my job. I mean, there's plenty of stuff I posted online that I could probably get in trouble for.
Sure.
Talking to or fired if that's what they wanted to do. I mean, don't tell me who the fuck I am or what I'm thinking, you dumb fuck. Go watch a fucking Browns game. I mean, that's annoying as shit. Don't tell me what I think, you dumbass. What I think is what I'm saying. I think that you have a fucking right to point out somebody being stupid, whether it's at a restaurant or whether it's doing something online like this. I mean, the guy fucking died.
Or whether it's not taking a jab. or
So go
when it's
fuck
not
yourself.
taking a jab,
Whatever it is.
when it's
And
not
no,
taking
again,
a shot, you
you're
should be fired.
You're comparing two fucking different things, man.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm really
you
not.
are. The
They're both
government
actions.
fucking running your life is against the goddamn Constitution.
They're
This
both
is
actions.
not against the fucking Constitution.
But the jab at the
You're
time was
smarter than
not.
that, Chris.
But the jab at the time was not. You're going by today's logic to mitigate 5 years ago.
I'm going by the fucking logic of when the COVID jab was being told you had to take it or you're going to get fired. I was
Right.
one of those guys, Chris.
I was
and
too.
I said I'm not going to do it. And they
And I
were a
didn't
month
either.
away from fucking firing me until they changed the rules. So you know what?
Yeah.
No, that's bullshit, Chris.
And you weren't mad. You were just like, well, if they fire me, they fire me because that's the way it should have been.
You're comparing apples to oranges.
Well,
It
but
sounds
answer
stupid,
that
to be honest
point.
with you.
When they said they
Because
were going to
the
fire you, you
government-
went home and said, guess what, honey? I might get fired for holding my ground. That's what you said?
Exactly.
Get the fuck out of
Exactly
here. You
what I
did
said.
not.
I said
You
it
went
on
home and
fucking
said,
air.
you're not going to believe what these stupid motherfuckers at TAM are getting ready to
That's not
do.
what I said. I said
Come on.
I might get fucking fired. I said it on the air. That's what I argued with Triv about. Triv took the fucking shot. I didn't.
And he's dead. And
And
I get it.
argued about
We're on the right side of history for that. I agree.
Don't tell.
But
again,
part
don't
of being
tell
on the
me
right side of history was being
government
against
controlling
firing
your life
people.
Is against the motherfucking Constitution. That's why we have it. Because they didn't want a tyrannical government taking over and telling people what to do. Because you're not allowed to do that. This is completely different. It is.
Is
The
it?
jab was completely different. The fucking jab was being told by Biden, even fucking idiot Trump, you have to take it or you're going to get fired. We're going to shut the country down. We're going to tell you can't control your own business.
Then
That's
they
what
did
they
that.
were doing. The government was doing that. That's why, Chris, you have guns.
Mhm.
Because the Second Amendment was built to
Yeah.
control a tyrannical government.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with a personal business deciding who can represent them or not.
Well, now we
It's
have a
totally
tyrannical
different
population.
comparison altogether.
But now we have a tyrannical population.
We don't have a tyrannical population.
We do.
That's what the whole thing is. Wait a second. So you have free speech to say good Charlie Kirk is dead, but I don't have the free speech to say fuck this guy and call his company and say, look, he's being an asshole. The
I
company
didn't
then
say you
decides
don't have
who's
the
right
right
and
to
who's
that.
wrong.
I'm not.
Not
You're
you,
missing.
God.
I'm just saying the behavior was acknowledged as bad. And now we're appropriating behavior that we fought for years.
Again. So let me. You want this fucking free speech again? There are consequences
I do.
to free speech. So I have the right to post online. Charlie Kirk is a fucking dick, and I'm going to dance on his grave. You pieces of shit, Republicans. Fuck you. But I don't have the right to look at that post and say, you know what? Fuck that guy. I have the free speech. I'm going to call this guy's company and tell him what he posted. If they like it, they can keep him. If they don't like it, they can get rid of him. That's their choice. It's, again, not the government controlling you when you want to compare the fucking COVID situation. But I have the same fucking free speech as that asshole online does.
And I'm
I
not
do.
arguing that point. But it's not
yes,
your.
you
It's
are.
it's
You're
it's
saying
no. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that they. I'm not saying they shouldn't be fired. I'm saying it's not our job to report on them.
Absolutely. I have enough. I have the same free speech that they have.
It's the
They wanna post
company's
something
job to
horrific and
police their
fucking
own
vile.
people if that's what
I
they're
have the
doing.
same fucking right to call his fucking business and report it with my free speech.
Have at it.
I mean, you want to take this moral high ground, like for the
I'm not
first time
taking a
ever in
moral
my
high
fucking
ground.
life.
Lord knows I got the lowest morality of anybody.
I'm trying to say I don't understand what your point is.
My point is that I wouldn't do that action. I would rather shoot him in the fucking face. I'm not going to lie and tell him. I'm not going to soften it to make it feel fucking comfortable. If somebody spewed that shit in my fucking face, instead of being a fucking coward behind their goddamn keyboard, they better expect this fist to fucking break some knuckles on their goddamn teeth. That
Fucking
being
idiot.
said, I'm not gonna break their fucking teeth and then pick it up and say, "Oh, hello, Wendy's. Guess what? Mary said bad things about Charlie Kirk, and I'm not gonna buy a Baconator.
So you're just
Fire him!"
You're
No
just gonna be the real
fucking
man and
way.
punch him in the face. That's good.
I would
Chris.
punch him in the
That's good.
face.
That makes no fucking sense, and you know it.
I don't
That
care if it
no
makes
fucking
sense. I'm a
sense.
fucking violent person.
And then, John says, oh, you agree with it because it's lefties getting fired. You know what? I hate to tell you, lefties complain all the fucking time, dude. All the time about shit. And people do get fired. This is part of life, dude. I mean, I hate to tell you. Maybe I'll call John Drake's fucking employer tomorrow and have him fired. We're saying stupid shit on my podcast.
Good luck with that. He supports the Browns every year, and they haven't fired him for that.
That's a good point.
He's the guy that said Brandon Whedon was going to the Hall of Fame. So
Trying to look at. Abu says break time, catch a breath. Really
we're not mad. Guess what, people? Kind of to spin this all the way around, this is kind of what Charlie Kirk was advocating for. Having discourse and having a discussion. It can get heated. I'm not mad. Are you mad?
No.
Yeah,
Dude,
I was gonna say.
Still gonna talk to you, call after the show.
Of course.
Plan on what we're doing Wednesday.
That's right.
But I'm not going to talk to John Drake anymore.
Banned.
So they complain and you hate it. Yet here you're complaining. Why is it okay for you to do it? I never said they couldn't do it. When did I say they couldn't do it? Dude, are you listening, John? I mean, I know that your ears are like full of fucking dog pound bullshit, but are you actually listening to the show? I never said that the left couldn't do it. I mean, I think free speech is open to everybody was my point. That's what I fucking said, you idiot. I said they're allowed to say what they want to say online. There are consequences, and I have the same fucking right to call their boss and say this is how they represent your company. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If they don't like it, they get fired. You know what? You know how many people have said all this stupid shit online? A ton. You know how many people have been fired probably? I don't know, a couple hundred? I mean, what's the big fucking deal? Again, I have the same free speech as they do. They want to put out there all this nastiness and horribleness, and when a woman is grieving her dead husband, when literally millions of people are grieving the death of Charlie Kirk. His Instagram went from 2 million followers before he died to 12 million. There's been vigils all over the world for this guy. And you have people that are dancing on his grave. One guy actually put on the same shirt that the killer had. Went to one of these memorials and stomped on it.
Wow.
You don't think that dumb fuck deserves a little punishment? I do.
He deserves a different kind of punishment, though. Not a jobby thing.
I mean, millions across the world are grieving this guy's, death. And look, I'm sorry if you lose your job. It's not my fault. Don't be a dumbass. Don't go on TikTok and say, well, his wife can find another husband and another father for their kids. You know what? You're an insensitive fuck. And if you work at the Gap or Burlington Coat Factory or wherever it is that you work, I don't want to see your fat ass behind the cash register when I get there. And if they fire you, that's on you. Because maybe you should have been a little bit better online. There are consequences for what you put out there. Free speech only goes so fucking far.
Well, free speech is only government.
And again, it's a totally different thing. When the government is trying to control its population, they cannot do that. That's against the Constitution. We as people have the right to hate each other. You can hate me. I don't care. I can hate black people if that's what I wanted to do. I don't, but I could. You're allowed to hate people. You don't have to like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't shoot them in the fucking neck. And there are consequences that goes along with every action. You want to celebrate it, I'm going to make you look like a dick. People don't like me when I say stuff on this show or when I say stuff on Bob's show or when I said stuff on Triv's show or whenever.
Yeah.
You're allowed to complain. People have complained about me in the past. You know what? My job said, don't do it again. Or, hey, it wasn't that bad. Or, hey, erase the tape altogether so we never have to hear this again. Or they could have fired me if that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah. But at least
Wherever
they had
some
the
of these people
stones to
work.
not be influenced by some fucking idiot.
I mean, if you work for a law firm and you post something stupid out there, what if your boss saw it and then just fired you? Is that bad?
But where's the
You're
line of
upset because other
stupid?
people are complaining about it.
Where's the line of
Too
stupid?
bad.
Where?
When you work for a TV station, which I've seen a few of them, I mean, okay, you're a public figure. You got busted. It's your fault. You're a teacher. You're a professor. You think I want my daughter learning from a professor to post some of this shit? No. And I will complain to every single higher up at that college about that idiot posting something that is horrific and then going to class and teaching my daughter. We have a right to complain in this country. We have a right to complain about a fucking meal. We have a right to complain about everything. And it's if the business decides they want to get rid of them, good. If they don't, I won't go back there.
Hmm?
John, was this fucking nonsense.
I've said what I got to say on this. I don't need to keep arguing. You'll never get me doing it. Never, never, never. Not saying you can't. I'm not even saying I'd be mad if you did. Just saying for me, there's no chance I would ever call anybody's employer. I'll go by the old mob rules of snitches get stitches. I'll pass.
The real John Drake. Because it's a fucking pussy move to say, oh, I don't like what you said. Well, then we'll go with Chris's fucking theory, John. Next time you say something I don't like, instead of fucking complaining, what I'm going to do is go punch you in the fucking mouth. That's Chris's idea.
I like that.
And watch
idea.
your teeth fall to the ground. You like
I
that
like
one
it.
better? Is that
I
a
like
better move for you, Chris?
It is.
Better move for you, John?
I'm for it.
Take a bat to your face and then see if you like that move better than calling your boss to tell him what you did. And see if your boss agrees to fire you or not.
I think
They
most
don't have to
people-
fire you.
True, they don't.
So why don't you complain about the businesses that are choosing to fire all these employees? Why is it my fault? Because I don't like it and I complain? It's not the business's fault for saying, you know what, you're fired. Why don't you complain to them
Well, I
and
do
say,
think
why'd
the
you fire that guy?
businesses.
It's his
I
right
do
to say
think
what he
that the
wants to say.
businesses are at fault. I do think the businesses are at fault
Why? Because they decide they don't want some asshole representing them?
because they're not clear about what they're fucking. In most cases, I'm not saying all, but in most cases, they're not clear about the conduct policy, especially with social media.
So you
They've
want
never
written
been
down
clear about it.
You know what we need to, what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say. I mean, I think it's pretty fucking explanatory of what you.
Well, you're
should and should
you're
not
expecting
do.
everybody to be smart. They're not
If you're
smart.
not
They're
smart
idiots.
enough, then you shouldn't go online.
I don't disagree. Dude, you don't get how much I hate social media. I hate it. I've been on you even to get off it. I so rarely post on social media anymore about anything more than, hey, I'm doing this show. You know, all I post about because I don't want any of these fucking problems. And to be honest, quite frankly,
I'm
just
banning
gonna,
John Drake from the show.
I'm going to be perfectly honest here. I honestly believe that I become more dangerous by not putting all my intention out there. Because somebody approaches me, they're not quite sure what I'm going to do.
I know. That's scary. Can you ask John what a double standard I'm perpetuating? I've been very clear, that on the left or the right, you have the right to say what you want to say.
He's agreeing with me, I think, on the...
But
on
I'm
you
asking this
didn't-
fucking idiot what double standard I'm perpetuating. Be clear, because I think I've been fairly clear that anybody has the right to say what you want to say. There are consequences to your actions, and it's that fucking simple. So John Drake, I guarantee, has never gone to a restaurant and complained to a manager about the meal or the service or anything. Never complained. Never complained to anybody about anything that's ever happened to him at a store, restaurant, anywhere.
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, I like John, but not today. Not today.
Cody hitting it. Companies are saying it's an ethics violation to condone murder. That's fine. Don't
I mean,
disagree.
that's what they're doing is
I know.
condoning murder of somebody.
Mhm.
You know what they're doing on Blue Sky and
I don't because I don't go there.
Okay, well, I can tell you, and not because I've been there, but because it's been stories out there about it. They're making lists of the next people that they want to murder.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if that's acceptable, stuff for John, I guess that's what he likes.
Well, where's the FBI? Where's the
I'm
where's
sure
the
they're just
local
sitting there, Chris.
enforcement?
They're not doing anything.
That's the problem. The problem is we do have systems in place and they're not doing their job. So people are going into vigilanteism with all the complaining and stuff, which is not a good way to fucking run effectively. It's just not.
I say, so wait, John's got to be fucking with me now, right?
He may
Like
be.
he's got to be just fucking around, just trying to irritate the shit out of me. That's what he's got to
It's
be doing.
working.
When he posts stuff like, as for you, you were crucifying people who cheer for Charlie Kirk's death, but you didn't do the same for people who cheered for George Floyd's death. Double standard. One, I didn't see anybody out there saying, thank God George Floyd is dead. I didn't post anything like that. I wouldn't post anything like that. And if they were, again, did the left complain of their jobs? I don't know. Maybe they did. Maybe they didn't. But you're comparing Charlie Kirk to a fucking drug addict who killed himself. Oh, by the way, he wasn't murdered by a police officer. And then on top of that, George Floyd put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach. And so I'm supposed to celebrate the life of that asshole and not celebrate the life of Charlie Kirk, who did nothing to anybody. But on top of that, I did not ever say anything other than I'm glad that George Floyd is dead. And if I did, somebody would absolutely have the right to complain about it. Because celebrating death, no matter who they are, you dumbass, is wrong.
Yeah, I don't agree with Habu. George Floyd was a criminal under the influence of fentanyl, so because he's saying that like that somehow makes it okay. It's not.
I've said numerous times, and I've said it on this show, and I'll say it again. John, open your ears. There are a lot of people I don't like. There are employers that I haven't liked. There are that have fired me, and I hate them. There are people that I thought were friends, and I hate them. And I didn't like the last administration. I thought Biden was a mushhead and Kamala was a dumbass and would have destroyed this country even more. And not once did I ever say I wish they were dead. Nor would I ever celebrate that. Nor would I condone that. So I don't know who the hell you think you're talking to, John. But you better get some facts right instead of doing this stupid-ass posting you're doing. Because I never said that. I never said any of that. I mean, seriously, don't you have a fucking Browns helmet to go put on and bang your head against the wall?
Fucking Brian from Tennessee. Seth, if you were wearing a Superman costume, this would be the greatest segment of the show ever.
Maybe I should do that.
Dun, 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 dun! All right, let's take a break. Because this is
Why? I want to keep yelling at John, dude.
That's why, so we could find a good place to change up. All right, we don't have to though.
What time is it? Oh yeah, we can. Yeah, let's
We've gone for an hour.
do something now.
All right, I'll play a quick
During
spot.
the break, I'm texting fucking John.
That's fine. I'll play one spot and then we'll be right back.
All right.
So hang tight. It is the Seth Williams Show.
There's plenty of places to experience the Seth Williams Show, but if you want all the content, you need to join us on Minds. Get all the live episodes of the show every Monday and Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. Get the special bonus footage every Wednesday from 5:30 to 6 p.m. Get bonus content from Seth and Chris as it's produced. It's only $4.99 per month, so don't wait. Sign up today. Visit us at www.minds.com/Seth Williams Show.
And we're back here on the Seth Williams Show.
Already, it was the quickest goddamn commercial I've ever heard.
It was just the one for Minds.
Cares. Anyways. What's the point? Now my starter's not working on my car.
Well,
I got people trying to kill me in my house. I got John Drake trying to, I don't know, do whatever he's trying to do to me today.
He's just ruffling your feathers.
Like, once I find out where he actually works, because as far as I know, it's just an imaginary place that he pretends to go to on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I'm not telling, even though I know, because I don't condone cancel culture.
It's not cancel culture. It's consequences for your actions.
You work here, now you don't. You've been canceled.
I haven't been canceled. You've been reprimanded for bad behavior.
A reprimand would be a suspension.
Well, how do you know they're not getting suspended?
Oh, they're
There was one
getting
lady
suspended,
today-
all right. They're getting suspended right out into the fucking street.
There was a nurse who I saw today who works in, I can't remember, New Jersey or something like that, and she went down to the nurse's station, and there was a doctor there who was celebrating the fact that Charlie Kirk was dead. Now she said, "Why would you do that?" Now she's suspended.
Dude, it's crazy out of control. I can't wait till next week when this is all kind of past us, which it will be.
I don't want it to pass. I want things to get even worse.
You're going to get that. If it's still around next week, it'll be because it's worse. Because you are going to start seeing some murders in the streets on both sides.
And I don't want to see murders. That's not what I'm calling for.
That's what you're
But
going to see.
I'm calling for an end to this nonsense. I'm calling for an end to evil in this country. End to people wanting to kill babies, mutilate children's genitals. I'm calling an end for all this nonsense.
There's only one way that nonsense ever ends, my
Garbage.
friend. And that's with blood in the streets. That's the only fix there is blood in the streets. Maybe this is the powder keg that starts it off, but there's not going to be... If Charlie Kirk proved anything, it's that there is not going to be a solution through discourse. There is not going to be a solution through idea sharing. There's not going to be a solution through shaking hands in the middle of the aisle. There's only one way to do it. Fling weaponry at the other aisle and see who's standing at the end of it.
I don't want to see all that.
But that's where we're at. You really think that after watching the one guy that was so willing to reach across and talk to anybody and they fucking blew his throat out over it, you really think that there's going to be another person that's going to step up and try to do that? We are going from MLK to Malcolm X now, man.
I don't know.
Bring the violence.
I think I think that this whole thing, John. Here's a question for John. John, I hope you're still listening. This is a Star Wars reference, which I think John would probably get.
Okay.
And I think that it is very accurate in this scenario here that's happening. What happened? Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he's standing in front of Darth Vader and they're fighting, says, "If you strike me down, you only make me stronger."
Yeah.
And he went from 2 million to 12 million Instagram followers, and I guarantee you he probably created another million Charlie Kirks that are willing to go out on stage and talk.
Yeah. And by firing 500,000 people, you're going to put that many people out there looking to fucking enact some payback.
No.
So what? There's an acceptable amount of people that we can rile up and get killed?
I mean, you're taking things to an extreme. Hopefully they don't have enough money to buy guns.
Should I not take things to extreme when a guy got his fucking jugular blown out of his fucking neck? That's an extreme. Of course, we're at extreme level.
I don't think that the dumbass nose ring blue-haired fool that was fired is going to go out there with a gun.
You don't think so?
But anyways.
You don't think so after all the trans shootings that we've had in the last 6 months?
I mean, if that's where they want to go, then go. I don't know what else to say. What do you want? You're the one that says we need bloodshed in the streets to fix the problem.
I do think that's the only solution.
To take out the nose ring blue-haired fucking freaks than it is to take out the right. I don't know. I don't want that to happen. I don't think it should happen. But you're throwing out that scenario. I don't know what you want me to say.
I don't want you to say anything.
They deserve to get fucking fired for the way that they acted. They deserve it.
Okay.
They don't like it. You shouldn't have done it. They're out there now. All these people are out there trying to scrub their fucking Facebook pages and Instagrams.
It's too late for that.
So they don't get let go. I mean,
it's too late.
It's too late. Should have done it to begin with.
Yeah.
But anyways, let's talk about something lighthearted, please. We only got 20 minutes left in the show. Tired of reading John's text.
We'll get him on some more text. Start talking about the Browns.
Did John get mad about people trashing Dream Theater?
Talk about people that should be assassinated. How about the fucking Browns offense?
Yeah, that was pretty rough to watch yesterday.
Whew. They stink. They really stink.
I will admit that I was wrong on one thing.
The score?
I was a tad bit off. Thought it might have been a little bit different, but no, it did not turn out the way that I had hoped. I was wrong. I was an idiot for thinking that it would turn out somewhat different.
Right.
But it was really, 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 really tough to watch. And, I'm sitting there watching or listening to the radio, and some people are blaming Joe Flacco for the fumble that he had. Like, what do you want that guy to do? I was being chased around all day long. The guy didn't have 3 seconds to throw the ball. I mean, if I was Joe Flacco yesterday and I saw another guy break through the fucking line who's going to come kill me, I would have just turned around and handed him the ball. I would have been like, here you go.
Yeah, he had a rough day. Let's not sugarcoat it. It was not his best. It was definitely a step backwards from the week before, but he's not his job.
He's not the answer to the problem here.
He's Trent Dilfer. That's what he is. He's here to manage the games, basically.
Because he's 40, yes.
Yeah, he's just an old guy managing the games because they don't think that Gabriel or Sanders are ready. Quite honestly, after seeing Gabriel play at the end of the game there for that last drive or whatever, and this is just me, but I'm for just put Gabriel in there. We're not going to win. This team isn't going to win. So let's put in the guys that might be here. Like Joe Flacco's not going to be here in 2 years. He's not part of the solution. No. So let's put Gabriel in there, or even platoon for all I care. Flip them series to series or half to half or whatever, and put them both in there. Put Flacco as the number 3, and let's see what we got.
I agree on that.
You know, I'll tell you, the bigger problem that I see, though, is, holy shit, do we have anybody that can catch or run the ball?
Look, Judkins, I didn't think looked that bad yesterday. For his first game, he had like 60-some yards. And so I didn't think
but he got 35 of them on one play.
I know, but I think he's going to be okay.
I think he'll be all right.
He's played one game. I don't even know how much
he only practiced like 2 days. He came to the team like Thursday, so.
So I think that, the way he looked at for one game and a couple of practices, I think he's going to be all right.
Mm-hmm.
This Samson kid or whatever, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's the size of my right leg, and I have no right leg.
Right, and Jerome Ford is not good either.
No, I mean.
And I'm going to be honest, our number 1 receiver is not very good either.
Terrible.
How many balls is this fucking guy going to drop?
Not only that, he can't even separate. He can't even get away from the defender. He's got nothing. It's just a bad football team. And look, and then the defense, the greatest defense of all time, gives up 48 points or whatever they gave up.
No.
Glad
I don't want to be that guy that's like every sports talk. It's like, well, they just got tired from being on. No.
Get out of here.
They didn't play that great. They had a great first half. The defense played a great first half. They really played pretty well in the first half. But man, they ran it. They just didn't have it in the second half. And whatever. I mean, part of it probably was that they were on the field. I mean, it was 41-17, so the Ravens offense was on the field a lot. But yeah. Dude, the only good thing that happened, and don't call my boss on me for saying this, but the only good thing that happened yesterday was that Joe Burrow got hurt, and he's out 3 months.
I am calling Pinball PA.
Fire him! He said that.
Although you own it, so it's to get you fired. But
that's right.
Maybe I'll just post online. Don't go to Pinball PA.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have that right.
That's fine.
See?
And I'm okay with that.
Which I would never do because I like getting my free admission when I go out there.
And plus, if they hear the quote of me saying I'm glad that Joe Burrow got hurt, I'm sure in Pittsburgh I'd get a lot of customers.
I was going to say they're probably going to
that would be to my advantage.
I feel bad because my daughter loves Joe Burrow. She doesn't like the Bengals. She likes the Browns, but
okay,
she's a Joe Burrow fan because she thinks he's hot.
Dude, I don't understand his injury. I don't know if you saw the thing, but they said he's got a 3rd-degree toe sprain, but he's going to be out for 3 months. Yeah,
they're talking about like surgery on his foot.
So that's not a toe sprain, isn't that like a broken? That sounds like a busted bone or something. No.
How much of a pussy you got to be out because of a toe sprain? Look at me. Look at how I function every day with a fucking no toes.
Yeah, but you're not running from Myles Garrett either. You wouldn't function as well if you had to push a button to bring on a caller, but Myles Garrett was trying to tackle you.
I've seen the Browns defense. I ain't that worried.
Well, that's true too. You just stack up some books or something.
I've been a critic of Myles Garrett, but the past couple of games I've watched him, he's been pretty good. He's
been a monster so far. He's been good.
Nobody else to help him.
He's the and I don't know this. Is there anybody else on the entire team that you can really point at and say has played well? Kicker stinks. The punter yesterday stunk. The DBs suck. Receivers suck. The running backs suck.
Some of the rookies have been all right. That Mason Graham or whatever, I think he's been all right.
And Schlesinger's been okay.
He's been okay. I think Judkins has been, one game he's been all right. Some of the young guys have been pretty decent. Now, all we got to do is wait like 5 more years of drafts, and this team is going to be right there with kind of maybe making the playoffs.
Yeah, great. Just in time for that new stadium.
See?
If it's built.
All working out. Brook Park is going to change the fortunes of this team.
You know what?
I hope Archie Manning, who sucks.
I hope you're right that moving out of Cleveland to Brook Park does like alleviate the curse or something. I really hope you're right on that. I hope that's. Wouldn't that be the move if we've spent all this time fucking in misery and they move to Brook Park and become like the Patriots of the 80s and 90s or
That
whatever.
would be awesome.
Wouldn't that be something? It's just because we got the fuck out of Cleveland. Let's call them the Brook Park Browns. Would you be okay with that? The Brook
Yes.
Park Browns?
No, it's still Cleveland. What are people bitching about?
But maybe the
It's literally
Cleveland
across
part,
the street from Cleveland proper.
but maybe the Cleveland part's what's holding us back.
Were we called the Richfield Cavaliers back in the day?
Should have been. We might have won. They sucked when we were at Richfield.
Won a championship when we moved to Cleveland, I guess. But
Come on, man. Unless you want to sit around talking about Mike Mitchell and World Be Free. I mean,
the Chiefs don't play in Kansas City proper.
where do they play?
I don't know. Not there.
Did you watch that game last night?
The bad boys of the Pistons played in fucking the Palace at Auburn Hills.
Yeah, in Auburn
Not
Hills.
downtown Detroit. They
Oh,
won.
the Jets and the Giants. They play in
They don't
Jersey.
play in downtown.
They play in Jersey, don't they?
Yes. We'll just complain about everything,
Yeah, they do.
even online, and they should in this case.
And then they get fired.
Well, I don't think Jimmy Haslam's going to get fired. So
Yeah, that's true. Lord knows if anybody deserved to be canceled, it's that piece of shit.
yeah, didn't happen.
No,
Not
he
going to
got
happen.
fired.
Did I watch what game last year?
The Chiefs game.
I heard it. I didn't watch it.
No Taylor Swift sightings, which was amazing. And
Which is why
but
they
listen,
lost.
you're gonna love this. This fucking Taylor Swift. It's why I was texting with Florentine this morning, and he was just laughing about this too. So, you know how last year every time she came into Arrowhead, they had camera crews to film her walking in and going up to her
Yeah.
her booth or whatever. Well, this year she hired a team that stretches out like an 8-foot tall by about 20-foot rolling wall. And she walks behind the wall as they roll it back with her so that they can't film her coming in or out.
My God, dude.
She is an arrogant
Thinks a little
cunt.
bit too much of herself there.
She is an arrogant cunt.
And
Oh my
doesn't she
God.
understand that if she wants to attract the kids and the girls to the game of football, seeing her is what they want? And then there are guys like me that if she's wearing something short, want to see that too.
Yeah, but you won't see that at the football games. She needs to stay home and let her fucking boyfriend relearn to play football. Man, does he stink now.
I saw some of the Giants Cowboys game, which was great.
Yeah, I thought I saw a little of that too. I thought for sure the Giants had it, and then all of a sudden Dallas won.
Yeah.
I wanted Dallas to lose that game so bad.
Look, they actually had a kicker that could kick a fucking field goal and win a game.
Yeah, what did he
for 'em.
kick? A 62-yard field goal in that game or something? 64?
Yeah, and then the Broncos game. Did you see any of that?
I saw a little of that too, yeah.
So at the end of the Broncos game, right? Like, who are they playing? Carolina or somebody?
Somebody. I don't remember who, but yeah.
And end of the game, the other team is going for a game-winning field goal, right? 60-yarder. Missed the field goal with the last second. No time on the clock.
Right.
Penalty on the Broncos for leaping to try to block
Oh,
the kick. 15-yard penalty, move up. It's a 45-yarder. Guy drills it to win the game.
wow. That's got to suck. The guy that got that penalty, did
Yeah.
they even let him on the plane to go back home?
Dude, if they let our kicker get on the plane, I'm going to let this guy on.
Yeah, how about that? Speaking of going back to the Dallas game, how about that Dallas kicker? I saw something that was the first time in NFL history that a kicker kicked a field goal with no time left to send it to overtime and then kicked a field goal with no time left in overtime to win the game.
Yeah,
That's crazy. All these years?
I was hearing something that this guy was like sitting like on the couch, dude, like not doing shit.
Yeah.
And he went and his wife said, you could have made that kick. And he went out and started just kicking balls, then hired a kicking coach.
Yeah, I saw
Then he ends up getting drafted or whatever and put on the team and then fucking is winning games.
It's funny. It's craziness. Oh, good on him. What's his name?
Yeah.
Abney or something? Something Abney?
Aubrey.
Yeah. Yeah, good on him. Hopefully he can keep it up. Do you like Dallas or not?
Well, you got to remember, I spent a little time as a kid in Dallas, and so I liked the Cowboys for a little while. When Danny White was
Oh, wow.
quarterback.
Old school.
I was a Danny White fan.
Sure.
And then Bernie went there, so I kind of liked him a little bit when Bernie was there.
Yeah, I still have. Oh no, I don't. I think I gave it to John's wife. I had a Bernie jersey from the Dallas years, but she's a big Bernie fan, so I think I gave her that shirt.
Dude, I grew up in Miami for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I spent time in just outside of Philly, so I should have been an Eagles fan. Lived in Manhattan, Giants fan, and but I grew up basically in Miami, so I was a big Dolphins fan.
Okay.
Like I played a catch with Dan Marino, dude, in the parking lot of the training camp, which was fucking cool, dude.
Do you have
like, I
pictures?
was just a little boy and throwing the ball back and forth with Dan Marino.
Do you got a picture?
I
mean, you don't have to show it now. I'm just saying.
No, I don't have anything, to be honest with you.
That would be
I had
awesome.
a couple of footballs signed by him.
Nice.
And then Mark Duper back in the day gave me his sweatbands, like his arm bands and his headband and everything, which is cool. And it was fun. I mean, I was stupid. I didn't keep a lot of that stuff.
Dude, when we were kids, meeting an athlete was like the shit.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, I've told this story a bunch of times, but I was a big Pirates fan. I was a big Indians fan and Pirates fan. My dad took me to Three Rivers in 1980, and he took me down early to watch batting practice. And one of the players came and grabbed me and pulled me over the rail and took me in the dugout. And I got to meet all of the 1980 Pittsburgh Pirates and got a baseball signed by them all.
That's awesome. I had
Fucking cool as hell.
Autographed Miami Dolphins football from the undefeated season, 72.
Wow, that's nice.
But I also grew up a Bernie fan because John's wife is a Bernie fan.
Oh, big Bernie fan.
So I was at the game because he was at University of Miami when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I loved the Hurricanes, dude. And the Hurricanes were like the shit back then. And Bernie was playing for the Hurricanes, and I was actually at the Doug Flutie Hail Mary game.
Right.
And Flutie threw that fucking
70-yard pass or whatever.
And, it was raining and wet. The hurricane flags are flying.
Sure.
And I was so pumped up being a little kid, watching my hero play, Bernie, and all this stuff. And fucking Flutie throws that pass, and it seemed like he was in the air for 3 days. And then they lose the game, and I cried like the entire way home. I probably cried for like a week after that. But I was at that game, and then
awesome.
when we moved up here, Bernie ended up coming up here with the Browns, and so I was a huge Browns fan because of Bernie.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started working for TAM, and Bernie was doing like the hits on the show.
Sure.
And so I got to talk to Bernie like every week. And then Bernie would call me on my cell phone, which like made me so happy because I was like, oh my God, I'm so happy Bernie was there. And then it turned out that he just wanted to date my sister-in-law. And that's why I kept calling. And then when that didn't work out because she had a boyfriend, never talked to him again.
Well, you ought to hit him back up.
No, I did. We did because he did the show with Bob France on the TV show. And so talked to him there. And he tried to get me to buy some lion's mane to improve my health.
Oh.
I don't know, some drug.
Look, I love Bernie, but I'm not buying anything for health purposes from Bernie Kosar. No offense.
I love him.
I love him. I do too, but come on.
I asked him, I said, is this lion's mane going to like make my leg grow back or anything? Because otherwise, I don't know what I'm taking it for.
I love Bernie, but he's not the healthiest guy in the world.
But God, man, he's just a legend.
I know. Dude, why don't you get him on for this show?
I can try.
Try. Dude, it's football season.
I'll try. I know he's got he's waiting on a liver.
Oh, you could maybe put the word out about that.
So I'll try him.
All right, let's try that. All right, are we done here? I think we're done. What do you think?
Because I tried to call him, actually, real quick. I tried to call him when first started the show, when Chisaka was on. And we're still doing the show from Billy's place and stuff like that. And he answered, but I think he got the wrong impression. I think because I was telling him about what happened to me with the leg and everything.
Sure.
I think he got the wrong impression that I was trying to get something out of him.
Squeeze some money or something, right?
I just wanted him to come on the show. So maybe I'll reach out to him again.
Yeah, just reach out and say, hey, we'd love to talk football with you. The Browns are going. We'd love your take. You know any other Browns? We should get other players too, like Metcalf. I mean, he seems like he's always around.
Yeah.
We should try and get some of those guys on.
Reggie Langhorne.
Yeah, any of those guys. I'd love to talk. Dude, I'll talk football with any of those guys. Brian Brennan. Don't care who.
Let's see.
Get Johnny Manziel on. He has a lot to say about Cleveland these days.
That'd be nice. That'd be a good interview. Brian wants to know, did we learn anything from today's show besides the Browns suck? We learned that John Drake is kind of a tool. We learned that I don't know. I didn't learn shit, to be honest with you.
My opinion didn't change. Your opinion didn't change, which is fine.
Nope, which is good.
It's fine.
We on this show are allowed to agree to disagree
That's
and then
right.
still be friends.
That's right.
The Charlie Kirk way.
Now, don't ever contact me again, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not talking to you anymore, son of a bitch.
Where's my
right, everybody have a great
WHK
day.
phone
We'll talk to
number?
you again.
God
Huh?
damn it. Where's my WHK phone number?
All right, have a great rest of the night, and we'll talk to you, God willing, on Wednesday.
See ya.
Thanks for listening. See ya.
Seth Williams loves this land, stands tall and proud. Believes in freedom, speaks his mind out loud. Mentored by Triv, he learned to be tough. Life knocked him down, but he got back up. Lost a leg, but he's still strong and true. Chasing dreams under skies of red, white, and blue. Voting for Trump, he shouts it clear. WTAM tried to bring him down, but he's still here. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. Hates LeBron James, won't wear that crown. Prefers hard work and blue jeans in this town. Radio waves try to shut him up, but Seth keeps singing, filling that cup. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air. From the small town streets to the mountain high, Seth sees the flag waving, reaching for the sky. He keeps on fighting with a rebel yell, for every fallen soldier and the stories they tell. In the heart of America, Seth takes a stand. Against the tides, he defends our land. Liberals call him crazy, but he don't care. He's got the spirit of an eagle, soaring high in the air.